Two men started life with the same talent, the same dream, and the same opportunity. 8 years later, one of them wakes up every morning with freedom, confidence, and control over his life. And the other wakes up with regret, not because he lacked talent, not because he lacked opportunity, but because he ignored a rule so small, most people dismiss it. A rule so simple, it feels almost insulting. Yet this rule quietly determines who wins at life and who slowly falls behind. It's called the 1% discipline rule. And once you understand it, you'll never see your daily choices the same way again. At age 22, Liam and Marcus were almost impossible to tell apart. Same college, same major, same ambition. Both believed they were destined to build something meaningful before they turned 30. One evening after graduation, they stood together on a hill overlooking the city skyline. The lights flickered on one by one. Liam smiled. "This city is full of opportunity." Marcus nodded. 8 years from now, we'll both be running something big. Everything about their future looked identical. Same starting line, same dream, same hunger. But here's the truth most people never realize. Success rarely comes from big moments. It comes from tiny daily decisions that seem insignificant at the time. And in the years ahead, those tiny decisions would quietly reshape both of their lives. Pause for a second. Think about this question. If someone followed your daily habits for the next 5 years, would they become successful or slowly fall behind? Be honest, because habits don't lie. Liam believed success required huge bursts of effort. He called it the big leap philosophy. "If I'm going to do something," he said, "I'll go all in," which sounded powerful. But there was a hidden trap. Because when you believe success requires 100% effort, most days you give 0%. When the alarm rang at 6 a.m., Liam hit snooze. "Tomorrow I'll start waking early." When he planned to work on his business idea, he hesitated. "I need to feel inspired first." When he skipped the gym, "It's just one day." And that sentence became his quiet routine. Just one day, just one episode, just one delay, just one excuse. Individually, each choice felt harmless. But slowly, Liam was unknowingly training his brain to choose the path of least resistance. Comfort became the default, and comfort is incredibly addictive. Let me ask you something powerful. Look at the last 3 days of your life. Not your goals, not your intentions, your actual actions. Do they move you closer to the person you want to become, or keep you comfortably where you are? Marcus took a very different path. One afternoon, he met an old man named Silas. Silas was a retired clockmaker. His workshop was filled with hundreds of ticking clocks. Some were antique, some were gold-trimmed. But what fascinated Marcus most was the tiny mechanical gears inside them. Silas handed him one. A small brass gear, no bigger than a fingernail. Marcus looked confused. Silas smiled. "People think the clock moves because the hands are powerful." He pointed to the tiny gear. "But the hands only move because this small gear never stops turning." Marcus stared at the mechanism. Silas leaned closer. "Most people fail because they chase big efforts. But greatness isn't built with big effort. It's built with tiny discipline, repeated daily." Then Silas told him something Marcus never forgot. "Don't try to be 100% better tomorrow. Just be 1% better today." Quick question. What if your biggest goal didn't require massive motivation? What if it only required a tiny improvement every day? Would you still procrastinate? That night, Marcus went home and did the math. And what he discovered shocked him. If you improve just 1% every day, you don't grow slowly. You grow exponentially. Mathematically, it looks like this. 1.01 raised to the power of 365. After 1 year, you aren't slightly better. You are 37 times better than when you started. But the opposite is also true. If you get just 1% worse every day, 0.99 raised to the power of 365, you don't decline slightly. You collapse to nearly zero. Suddenly, Marcus realized something terrifying. Life isn't shaped by huge decisions. It's shaped by tiny repeated choices. So Marcus created a system he called the microdiscipline workflow. The microdiscipline workflow. Step 1, find the trigger. Attach your new habit to something you already do. Example, after I pour my morning coffee. Step 2, do the 1% action. Make the task ridiculously small. Not write a book. Write 1 paragraph. Not work out for an hour. Do 2 push-ups. Step 3, cast the identity vote. After completing it, say, that's what disciplined people do. Because every small action casts a vote for the person you're becoming. Pause right now. What is one habit you wish you had? Now shrink it until it becomes impossible to fail. That's your 1% move. For the first 6 months, nothing seemed different. Marcus still lived in the same apartment, still worked the same job, still drove the same car. Meanwhile, Liam seemed relaxed. He enjoyed his evenings, watched shows, hung out with friends. One night, he laughed at Marcus. You're doing all that tiny work and nothing has changed. And Liam was right, at least on the surface. Because the most powerful force in the universe is invisible at first. Compounding. Imagine planting a bamboo seed. For years, nothing appears above ground. You water it. You nurture it. You wait. Still nothing. But underground, the roots are spreading. Then suddenly, the bamboo shoots upward faster than almost any plant on Earth. Success works the same way. And most people quit during this phase. They call it failure. But it's actually the wilderness period. The stage where growth is happening quietly beneath the surface. Marcus didn't chase results. He simply kept turning the small gear. Every day. Without drama. Without excuses. Think about this. How many dreams have people abandoned? Simply because they quit before the curve appeared? Maybe the progress you're waiting for is already growing beneath the surface. 8 years passed. Liam turned 30. He still had the same job, the same financial stress, the same promises he kept making to himself. Next month I'll start. Next year will be different. But deep down, he knew something had gone wrong. Marcus, however, had quietly built a completely different life. His tiny daily habits had stacked up. 1 paragraph became articles. Articles became a blog. The blog became a business. The 10-minute workouts turned into full fitness routines. The research sessions became professional certifications. Marcus wasn't superhuman. He didn't wake up motivated every day. Some mornings he was tired. Some mornings he doubted himself. But he had built something stronger than motivation. A system. And systems don't depend on emotion. They depend on consistency. What looked like tiny effort had turned into a massive advantage. The invisible gap had become a canyon. Here's the twist. Marcus was never more talented than Liam. The only difference was that Marcus respected small discipline. Right now, you are standing exactly where Liam and Marcus once stood, at the beginning. And the truth is simple. Your life will not be shaped by one big decision. It will be shaped by thousands of tiny ones. The small gear, the quiet habit, the invisible discipline. So, don't ask yourself, can I change my life overnight? Ask a different question. Can I be 1% better today? If you want to write 1 paragraph. If you want to build a business, research for 10 minutes. If you want to get stronger, do 2 push-ups tonight. Because success isn't built in giant leaps. It's built 1 quiet decision at a time, 1 small gear turning, 1 day stacking onto the next. And one day you'll wake up and realize those tiny actions created a life most people only dream about. All because you respected the power of 1%. Before you leave, I want to ask you something. What is one tiny habit you will start today? Not tomorrow. Today. Comment your 1% move below. Because someone reading your comment might realize they're not alone in trying to change their life. And if you believe small daily discipline creates big life results, subscribe to Tales of Motivation, because the next story might be the one that changes your life.